Hey, what's going on, friends and theme park fans? This is Silver Stix here for another Stix Top 6, where I count down the best and worst that theme parks have to offer. Alrighty folks, it's a very big day here on Stix Top 6 as we'll be taking a break from Disney and Universal parks for a minute to travel over to a brand new theme park we've never spoke about before on this series, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the family-oriented, fun-filled, bricktastic extravaganza, Legoland. Specifically, Legoland Florida over in Orlando, simply because I live in Florida, so it's obviously the one I know best by far, and right off the bat I need to mention that there are so many incredible attractions throughout this park that coming up with this list had to be one of the hardest yet in Stix Top 6 history, so I really need to stress this time around that this list is all just fun and opinions, and it's just for the sake of talking about theme parks with you guys. I mean absolutely no harm at all if your favorite attractions don't appear on this list. I'm not a critic, I'm just a theme park fan like everybody else, and I'm just hoping everyone can sit back together, relax, and have a good time as we talk about the top 6 best attractions throughout Legoland, Florida. So yeah, with all that being said, let's jump right into today's countdown, everybody. Yeet! Yes sirree, starting this list off with a bang, we'll be swinging our way right over to the Land of Adventure, where we can find an underground dark ride adventure unlike any other, the one and only Lost Kingdom Adventure. Alright, this ride is flat out awesome. There's just no better way to say that. From the very beginning as you board your Lego Jeep inside this hidden temple, you know for a fact you're in for a real treat with this one. Anyway, enough gushing about it. Lost Kingdom Adventure is a shooting-style dark ride where you travel through this Lost Kingdom, of course, and fight off an army of skeletons and mummies with your laser pistol in search of the hidden Lego treasure. This ride system is incredibly similar to something like Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin or Men in Black Alien Attack, where you shoot props and they move or light up or play sounds. Regardless of what it is, Lost Kingdom Adventure has so many of these props and things to shoot at that I guarantee you'll be coming back again and again and again just to see everything there is hidden around this hidden temple. Not to mention, this is hands down one of the funniest rides I've ever been on. It really has that Lego charm in full effect, and I really don't want to spoil too much, but just know that there's a band of skeletons playing drums, the trumpet, and guitar as you battle your way past other skeletons shooting at you. So yeah, basically, if I somehow still haven't gotten your attention, just take my word for it. Lost Kingdom Adventure is a fantastic take on the shooting gallery style dark ride, and it is worth every single second you'll stand in the queue, especially because it's got roughly a 3-minute ride time, so it's definitely a solid duration to compensate for your wait. But overall, this attraction is just straight up cool, and I promise you will regret it if you miss out on this one anytime soon. Let me ask you all something. Are you a fan of Disney's Jungle Cruise? Okay. How about the good old Kilimanjaro Safari? Yeah, alright. Well then this next one is for you. Sticking around in the Land of Adventure, we'll be able to find Legoland's take on the casual safari ride genre with Safari Trek. A roughly 2-minute-ish trip you'll take in a zebra-striped Lego Jeep that takes you around this beautiful garden featuring some exceptionally gorgeous plant life, alongside some even more incredible Lego sculptures of some of Africa's mightiest creatures, such as ostriches and giraffes, a hippo that snaps its big jaw at you, and my personal favorite, an elephant that sprays your ride vehicle with water. All of this and more takes place within this quaint and relaxing little ride, and it really is truly a one-of-a-kind experience that you can only get at Legoland. And for people who don't want to use 15 to 20 minutes riding around looking at animals or animatronics, this is certainly a great choice for you to get in, enjoy your adventure, and get out with not too much worry, and frankly, it's a great choice for anyone. The wait time doesn't usually get too long with this, and the vibrant atmosphere makes it more than worthwhile on its own. Throw in the decent speed your vehicle moves at to keep the wind blowing in your face, and you've got yourself an A+ attraction that you would be silly to miss on any trip to Legoland. Dropping into the insanely well-themed LEGO movie world, we'll be able to hop aboard Unikitty's Disco Drop, which is an insanely fantastic junior drop tower attraction. And you know, I really gotta give credit to Unikitty's Disco Drop, honestly. I assumed it'd be like any other drop tower ride just to fill in space in the new park, but that is not how it is at all. My best description of this ride is it's a mini outdoor Tower of Terror. I am dead serious. That same wavy stomach feeling you get on Tower of Terror, sort of feeling like you're flying upward out of your seat, yeah, that feeling, yeah, Unikitty's Disco Drop has that in full effect. I swear, I'll be laughing non-stop on this ride until I'm off, because it feels like someone's tickling your stomach the whole time, in the best way possible. I swear. Not to mention the theming on this coaster, as well as the entire land around it, is just flat out amazing. Watching the different expressions on the extremely clear Unikitty screen is super funny, and I find myself doing it all the time. And finally, Unikitty's Disco Drop has a ride time of around 1.5 minutes, so you definitely get your weight's worth, and you'll be able to get a sightline of the incredible LEGO movie world. So I just can't stress enough how great of a job they've done with this one, and you simply need to check it out as soon as you possibly can. Hanging around in the LEGO movie world, we'll be able to climb aboard the flagship attraction of the land itself, Masters of Flight. This ride is simply wonderful, but I need to mention something right off the bat, why it's not further up on this list, because I'm sure someone, at least one person, will be wondering why, and it's simple really. Masters of Flight is exactly like Soarin' over in Epcot. Your feet dangle as you feel like you're flying through the different LEGO worlds using 4D technology. And to keep things short, both rides are amazing. However, they both share one very similar problem. And that problem is that if you sit on either the far right or far left side of the screen, everything looks slightly distorted and you can see the edges of the screen itself, and most of the time, at least for me, I'll end up feeling pretty sick by the end of the ride. However, to combat this, you can simply ask to sit in the middle, and a ride attendant will be happy to assist you, but for people not willing to speak up or hold up the line, you may not get the full experience of this otherwise astounding attraction. But I do need to go back and say, if you sit anywhere else but those seats, the ride is perfect. So, it is quite the toss-up. But anyway, from the queue with Emmett explaining the new triple-decker couch, to the different worlds you travel through with amazing smells all around you, this is just one downright fantastic ride regardless of the screen, and I honestly prefer it to Soarin', surprisingly, simply because it features Emmett's hilarious narration throughout the entire 4-minute duration, and the LEGO worlds look so cool already that just take my word for it. Seeing them in person and feeling as if you're really a part of them is an experience you absolutely will never want to miss out on. It is simply out of this world. Literally. Stomping our way back over to the Land of Adventure, where we'll stumble across the Dino Island Research Facility, featuring LEGO sculptures of giant dinosaurs all around, guarding our number 2 best attraction in Legoland, Florida, Coastersaurus. And honestly, there's not a ton to say about this ride. It's a wooden junior coaster with a max speed of 32 miles per hour, a max height of 40 feet, and a duration of 50 seconds, which, in terms of junior coasters, especially not super themed ones, it is pretty great. And honestly, it feels way bigger and faster while you're riding it. And I don't know if it's because of the shortest duration, but I'm always left wanting more of this ride, and I've honestly found myself going right back in line for this one after riding it on several occasions. which is also entirely possible because the wait times are usually extremely decent with this one. So, in the end, Coastersaurus might not be the biggest, baddest, or most themed ride out there, but it certainly packs a punch, and if you're able to hop on this one for a ride or two, I promise you won't be let down one bit. Alrighty, making our way over to the LEGO Technic section of the park for our honorable mention today as we enter into the Great Lego Race. Oh yeah, this ride is awesome. It's literally like the future. The track looks like nothing more than your average Wild Mouse coaster. However, once you're comfortably inside your ride cart and you then strap on a VR headset, it sends you officially into the Great Lego Race. Yes, this is a VR roller coaster, and yes, it's unbelievable. So why, you may ask, does it take the honorable mention spot today? Well, that's easy really. VR isn't perfect yet. It's not even close. And a lot of people can't even handle VR on its own without getting motion sickness or getting a headache, so multiply that feeling times a roller coaster, and you've got an equation for a lot of sick people. So needless to say, not everyone is going to agree that this is a good ride at all. I personally don't get sick with this one, and it's some of the most fun I've ever had on any ride in a long time, and I simply couldn't recommend it enough. I personally feel like this one is at least worth one try. I mean, I have a super weak stomach and this one still works out for me, but I mean, who knows, I guess I am pretty weird. But regardless, VR is totally optional with this attraction if you did want to ride it just for the heck of it, but the video that does go along with the VR is so epic and amazing that I personally never want to miss out on it on any of my trips to the park, and honestly, I don't think anyone else should have to miss out on it either. It's only about a 2-minute attraction, but it is 2 minutes you'll certainly regret if you don't check it out while you have the chance. Trust me. Right then, closing out our list today, we'll be soaring over to one of my personal favorite sections of Legoland, Lego City, where we'll be able to strap in and take flight high in the sky with Flying School. This ride is absolutely astounding, starting off 5 stories above the ground with a maximum height of 52 feet and a max speed of 25 miles per hour for a duration of 1 minute and 30 seconds. This junior steel coaster certainly shows off its strength with each ride through. I swear, the name Flying School is the most appropriate name possible. You genuinely feel like you're just sitting there soaring through the air. Even though there's hardly any theming, you still feel transported into your own flying adventure. I promise you, it's a one-of-a-kind experience. Flying School has the same sort of floaty feeling as those chairs that spin in a circle really high, but it's on a roller coaster track that you hang from, so the feeling in your stomach is multiplied by like 100, and it is simply amazing. And I genuinely gear right up to get on this ride several times every time I visit this park. Honestly, I just can't express enough how original and exceptional this ride truly is, but I'll just say it makes sense how it's been in Legoland, Florida since day one and has remained one of the most popular attractions throughout the park to date. In the end, this ride is just beyond words, and there's not a single trip to Legoland, Florida that should exist without a trip through the sky on this legendary attraction, which is why Flying School easily, without a doubt, takes the #1 spot on today's countdown. Alrighty folks, so that about wraps up our Stix Top 6 Best Attractions in Legoland, Florida. I really hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, and share the video around. It'd mean a lot and help out a ton. Also, please leave in the comments some of you guys' favorite or least favorite attractions throughout Legoland, Florida, so we can start a conversation down there. But anyway, gang, with all that out of the way, all I have left to say is this is Silver Stix signing out. I hope you have a great rest of your day, theme park fans. See you next time. Peace.